Literally, as soon as I get back from the gun store, I walk in my house, and my wife's all like, "Did you go to the gun store?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I stopped by." And she's like, "Did you get a gun?" And I'm like, I don't think no. And she's like, "Did you get more than a gun?" And I'm like, yes. I did a little bit. I only got 2 though. Just 2. Only 2. Just thinking about the family. And she's all like, "You seriously just bought 2 new guns without even asking me about it?" And I was like, no, babe. No, it's not like that. It's like, no, you got it all wrong. All wrong. Not new guns. No, they weren't new. Used guns. And she was like, "Oh, used, like they're like old guns or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, super old. They're just real old guns." And she's like, "Oh, well, I guess that means you probably got a pretty good deal on them then?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like you don't have to deal with the dealer markup. You don't have to worry about like them jacking the prices up. Like it's smarter to buy old." And she's like, "That does sound smart." She's like, "I guess that's okay. You're a good man. I love you, babe." And I'm like, I love you too. You're beautiful. Did you do something different with your hair? Have you been working out? We should go take your mom out more often. And yeah, I didn't actually tell her though that these guns are way more expensive on the used market than they ever were brand new. I know, it's crazy. It's fine though. The YouTube views will totally pay it off. Nope, they won't, because it'll be demonetized in like 3 seconds, like all of the videos. I know, it's fine though, because we got a sponsor. Honey will take care of it, plus a little extra so that my kids can go to college. Or we could buy more guns. Now let's be honest, those kids aren't college material. I know, they're idiots. Welcome to Demolition Ranch. I'm just kidding about my kids. They're super smart, way smarter than me. This episode is sponsored by Honey. I'm gonna tell you a little about them, but then come right back because we have quite the video for you. You guys have heard me talk about Honey before. It's a free browser extension that helps me save money on all my favorite sites. Today I'm gonna show you how Honey can even take Amazon to a new level. We expect Amazon to show us the best price first, but unfortunately that doesn't always happen, and that's where Honey's best price finder comes in. As you shop on Amazon, Honey compares millions of sellers to try to find you the best price. They even factor in shipping, they factor in tax, they factor in Prime status to make sure you get the best price, and they will let you know if this is the best deal or if they found a better one. I like to think of Honey as my very smart shopping assistant, one that always has my back, so I never overpay for anything on Amazon again. Like for instance, I have this old keyboard and everyone makes fun of me because it's really loud when I stream. So I asked my brother what to get. He said, get an Attack Cougar X3. It's $97 though. But with my coupon savings, I save $7, so I only have to pay $90. And it's super easy to add it to your browser. 2 clicks. Click, click, and done. So add Honey for free at joinhoney.com/demoranch. That's joinhoney.com/demoranch. There's really no reason to not. It would be dumb to not do it. Link to more info about our sponsor Honey in the description. It's a great service and it goes to help do what we do here. I was browsing my local gun store a couple days ago and I came across these and I was like, what are those giant pistols? And a little more research showed that this one is called the Automag 3 and this one is called the Automag 5. I went online and started Googling and found out that the creator of Automag wanted to make pistols that fired Magnum calibers. They had an Automag 2, which was chambered in .22 Magnum. They had the Automag 3, which was chambered in .30 Carbine. And a lot of people are gonna be like, it's Carbine. Listen, people around here say Carbine. And they had an Automag 4, which was like a .44 Magnum, but they had made their own cartridge that was rimless. And then they had an Automag 5, which was a .50 AE. These guns are old and not made anymore, and they are expensive just because they're kind of rare guns. You don't see these things. I never seen them, never heard of them, and then I saw them in the gun store and I was like, I want that. I brought out a few guns that are similar. This is my M1 Carbine, also chambered in .30 carbine. I actually didn't know that they ever made pistols chambered in that, and I'm very excited to try it out. I brought out my Kunin, which is chambered in .357 Magnum. You can see a very similar sized round, but the .357 is a much bigger bullet. You can see there's more powder. That case is bigger in diameter around there. So I would presume the .357 is more powerful and probably kicks more than this gun. This thing should be a pretty good shooter because it's a pretty big, heavy gun. You can see that long slide and barrel on there. A lot of weight. It's an all metal gun, just like this one. This thing shoots amazing. And then we have the 50, and I brought out my 50 chambered Desert Eagle as well. They are about the same size this way. The Desert Eagle is a bit fatter when you look at it from the top though. It is a bit heavier of a gun. The Desert Eagle also has rubber around the grip, which makes it easier to hold on to and kind of pads your grip a little bit when shooting it. This one, all that force is gonna be coming back right there in the metal. It's a lighter weight gun with a worse grip and no rubber around it. It is ported though. We do have a ported slide and ported barrel, which should help that recoil a bit. Let's first shoot the M1 Carbine. It was used a ton for infantry because it's light, super easy to carry. The ammo is small and easy to carry. Oh, it's so cool. Some things are less cool than others. This thing actually has never jammed on me before. I don't know if I need to clean it or what. Dang it. I'm gonna like this gun a lot less. It usually is a very good gun. Man, we're jamming all over the place. Oh, that was a mag. The mag was hung up. Last round. Okay. Oh, that's showing really well for the M1 Carbine. I don't think I've ever had that many problems with it. I'm gonna say it's a mag issue. It's actually a great gun, I promise. Let's try the Automag in .30 carbine and see if it runs a bit better. There should be quite a fireball out of this. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo! Did you see that? I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Like, we're shooting a rifle round out of a pistol. So they've loaded that thing up with enough powder to burn throughout the length of that rifle to make that round pick up speed. And we're firing it out of a barrel that is much smaller. So when that fire is still burning in this part of the barrel, it's letting it out of this barrel and going. Okay, we're gonna do a little slow-mo now to see what that fire really looks like. I love that because it's a big, giant gun with a giant fireball, like 2 or 3 feet coming out of the end of the barrel, and it's a deafening noise. It's so loud because that explosion is just right here, but it doesn't kick at all. It's just like this .357 Magnum, which I'm gonna shoot now to kind of compare. It's the same way, whereas it's a big gun, shoots a big fireball, but doesn't hurt. But actually that fireball is not as good as the .30 carbine. And I love this gun. This is an amazing gun. but something about that giant fireball coming out. Let's look at the difference between the 30 carbine round and the 50 AE round. The Magnum Research Desert Eagle in 50 AE. I love this gun because it is a giant round and a giant pistol, and it's intimidating and it's iconic, but it doesn't hurt to shoot. You could shoot this thing, I bet I could shoot hundreds of rounds through this thing because it's such a big, heavy gun. Let's shoot 3 rounds out of the Desert Eagle first. 50 AE. Aye! I'm actually taking it back. Hundreds of rounds, I don't think I could do that. But 100 rounds, I think is possible. This one's gonna suck. I just know it. Like, I bought this gun knowing, like, this is gonna suck. Jeez! It kicks twice as hard. Oh! Ow! We kinda got a jam, or maybe not. Maybe I just hit that. Jeez. No, it's doing that every time. Something is catching the slide. The slide lock is catching the slide. Not sure why. Ow! Golly. Love it. Love that new gun. We're gonna do a little slow-mo with this one. Ugh, which means I have to shoot 5 more rounds. Cool. Can't wait. Not loving that gun. That gun may end up one of the guns that, like, I shoot it and then I never want to shoot it again. I just like one of those guns you just like having, you know. Let's see what this 30 carbine does to some random targets. God, that fireball, I don't think that will ever get old. I missed. I'm shooting high, or is it already hit? There it is. No, I hit that. I was trying to hit that can, and a rock shot over and hit that bottle, so I had to take it out. All right, let's see what the old 50 does. Let's hit the crush bottle first. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a bit more power there. See if we can hit that little can in the back. I'm scared. Jeez. It obliterated the can. I'll show it to you in a minute. Let's hit this pile of cans here. Hey! Oh my gosh. Oh, we did get a jam. Just a failure to feed, looks like. It was the last round. Oh, there we go. It should be good. I don't even want to fire this thing. I can see the imprint of the grip on my hand. Ah! That's not fun at all. Just hitting me here in my bone and here in my bone. It just feels like I'm getting hit with a hammer in those 2 spots. Bam! Every time I pull that trigger. Still works. I'm fine. Just whiny. Here's what happens when a 2 liters hit with a 30 carbine. It busts it pretty far open. That's the front, 1 hole. The back busts it open. Here's what a 50 AE does. Here's a 30 carbine. Boom. Got it pretty good, right? Okay. Here's a 50 AE. It shredded it. It threw these pieces everywhere. There's little pieces of can thrown everywhere, even all the way over here. I have one more thing that I want to try. Woo-hoo! 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 Way bigger fireball than I thought it'd be. New favorite pistol is the Automag 3 in 30 carbine. Ah, that fireball. I don't know why they stopped making these. There wasn't a market for ridiculously oversized hand cannons. The 30 carbine is 100% my favorite. The 50 sucks. And it has less of a fireball than the 30 carbine. I love this thing's balls. Fireball. I love the 30 carbine's fireballs. Tell me which one is your favorite and let me know what you would like to see us do with a 30 carbine pistol and a 50 AE if you want me to shoot that stupid gun again. I'm gonna keep it. All the guns that you see on here that are mine, I keep. I don't like selling guns. I just like collecting them. Like that, it's a passion of mine to have guns. I just think they're so cool. And so when I see something new and crazy and weird, like a 30 carbine and a 50 AE in these Automag pistols, especially when there's a pair of them, look how good they look together. I just have to have them. I'm just like, I want that. I need that. Hope you guys understand. Thanks for watching Off the Ranch. If you want some merchandise, we have hats. We have Freedom Isn't Free shirts. We got all kinds of stuff. Link in the description below as well. And thank you to our sponsor, Honey, for allowing us to continue doing the stuff. What the heck was that? Why did that just make that noise at me? Don't you bark at me. For continuing to let us do the things that we do on Demolition Ranch. I love you and I'll see you next time. Contact! That's a great idea. What about the quad hawk? No, don't move, don't move. Bobby? I'm a doctor. Ish.